All these refugees. Is Caesar's Legion really that big?
Hello. Never expected someone as famous as you to turn up here. What can I do for you? This is the Bitter Springs refugee camp. We've been maintaining it for a few years now, ever since Caesar's Legion started seriously pushing west. Most of the people here were displaced by the Legion's advance. At first, there weren't many, but lately it's been more than we can handle. This whole area used to be a Great Khan encampment before they relocated to Red Rock Canyon. We just haven't had the manpower to clean it all up yet. At this point, I'll take anything you can give me. We need more troops, fresh supplies, and medical relief. As if that wasn't enough, someone's been coming out of the mountains at night, stealing supplies and picking off my people. I don't know. The NCR's stretched thin as it is. I've put in requests at Camp Golf, Forlorn Hope, McCarran, but things are no better there. Maybe if their situations improved, they'd have men to spare. Or maybe they'd listen to someone with a reputation for helping the NCR. Food, blankets, clothes, tools. The Army used to ship out caches of supplies regularly. But with the Legion so active, we haven't gotten any in months. You'll want to talk to Lieutenant Markland about that. He's our medical officer. He should be down at the medical tent now. It started about 6 months ago. At first it was just supplies going missing. We figured it was refugees. Then people started dying. Always a single bullet to the head. Always from extreme range. We've lost 8 refugees and 3 soldiers to this son of a bitch. We know he must be hiding out in one of the caves up in the mountains. But I don't have enough men to send out looking for him. Okay, but make it quick. I'm very busy here. It's a distress call. This camp is in bad shape, and if we don't get relief soon, I don't know what will happen.
That's all for now. This is Mr. New Vegas saying, I'm just no good without you. You're gonna love this next song, I guarantee.
Wow, hey, it's you! What are you doing in Bitter Springs? Hey, if you can help, I'll take whatever I can get. Doctor's bags would be a huge help, but what I really need are medical texts. I'm not trained to deal with major psychological trauma, and we've got a lot of kids in this camp. Caravan companies are probably your best bet. Smaller traders aren't likely to have anything that esoteric. Thank you. Any help you can give would be a godsend. Thank you. Both of them? Wow, that's very resourceful. Thank you. I think that should just about cover us. I really don't know how to thank you. Your bringing me these supplies saved a lot of people. Well, still, thanks again.
I'm sleepy.
that jingle, jangle, jingle,
riding merrily
as I go riding merrily along.
Oh, ain't you glad
And they
to
sing,
sing?
oh, ain't you glad
And
to
that
sing?
song ain't so very far
And that
from
song ain't so
wrong.
very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some fools,
To the town of our Creel rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had big iron on his The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. They walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. One more story for you. Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. You knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone.
Eat this!
Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Me.
And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone.
without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Sleep, go to sleep. Just lay down your weary head. Dream, sweetly dream. Dream about tomorrow instead. Sleep, go to sleep. Whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream. Swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go and take it slow? And don't you know all your lovely dreams will come true? So just close your eyes, listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by.
Contact! You're mine! I'll sit tight. Hey! Take him out. Coming. Great Khan, looks like. Guess he fought at Bitter Springs. Or saw it happen.
Die, NCR filth. Come on! Ah! Found you. Die, NCR filth.
I've got your back. I'll see.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect,
I've got you.
the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the RepCon test site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
one more story for you. Witnesses report a huge object or creature surfacing in Lake Mead. So far,
take him out.
Photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and underexposed. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together. Don't you? Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now, come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
But must admit the sleepless nights I've had about the boy. On a silver screen, he melts my foolish heart every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of the cat about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry of odd diversity of misery and joy.
Hello.
I'm feeling quite
I just got word the first recon is being mobilized to Nelson. God forbid we get any reinforcements here, right? After what you did getting my misfits whipped into shape, yeah, I could spare a couple boys for Bitter Springs. I'll issue the dispatch orders.
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. More news for you. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. In addition, unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
Yes? What is it? Well, you have been a great help here, and with the saboteur dealt with. Yes, I think we can spare a few men. Consider it done.
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we got a chance to hold it.
I waited, but you must have lost your way. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day
You're back. Any progress on saving our... We do have some spare Rad-X in the supply tent. That might work. Thank you. Where did you get this? You know what? It doesn't even matter. Thank you. This will be a tremendous help. Good luck.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. Here are our top stories. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. In addition, listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. That's all for now. This is Mr. New Vegas saying, I'm just no good without you. Gonna play a song for you right now, and it's about that special someone you find only once in a blue moon.
Hey there. What are you doing here? Get out before I blow your head off. He did, huh? All right. What do you want? He should really mind his own business. Crandon's good to keep scum in check, but he ain't exactly subtle. If you're good at snooping around, then I could use you. I need to find out what my daughter's up to. She's been frequenting this square in North Vegas, probably hanging out with street scum. I want to know more about her new friends. All right, we've got a deal then. I'll make sure to compensate you for your time, if you find anything useful. I know she's been frequenting this square.
Need anything? The name's Hosta. Our
Somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Folks, it's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. All the latest news coming your way right now. The death toll continues to climb around.
What's eating you? Alice. Oh yeah, I've seen her around here much too often as of late. I reckon she's been hanging out with Andy and his crew. Try the gray. Beats me why people go into that forsaken thing. At least with huts and sewers, you know they ain't crumbling on top of your head. So long, warrior.
Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me.
Hello.
I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true?
What the fuck you want, huh? Oh yeah? What for? Maybe they don't want to talk to you. Maybe they ain't here anymore. Maybe you asked too many questions, stranger. This is our turf. Don't even try to snoop around or I'll fucking kill you right here, right now. What? You gotta be kidding me. Fuck. Why do I always gotta fix someone else's crap around here?
Just because these words were spoken, I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey. Call. You got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. A whole lot of folks are done been broke. Just over a whole lot of foolish words.
What are you looking at, huh? Answer me, or I'll get trigger happy.
I love you. Yes, I do.
You think I give a shit? Has it crossed your mind that Alice is all the way in this with me? Maybe because I'm so good looking. Maybe because her mother's trying to break her back, planting crops that die from rads as soon as they're in the ground. Or maybe she's just a dupe. Why do you even care? She's happy making her own way in the world.
And you think that's worth her happiness? Go on and tell her then. Watch what happens when you crush her dreams. And how exactly would you do that?
I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. I've got news for you. The death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. In other news, Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination, and especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
As I go riding merrily along. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fell. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle.
Back off. I know how to use this gun, and I'm not afraid to shoot if you try anything. I've put up with their shit long enough. No more. I'll kill them if they get in my way. It's payback time, that's what. They've got no right to screw me over, and I'm tired of it. Then what the hell do you want? Don't try anything, I mean it. Okay, but this better not be a trick. What are you talking about? Andy wants to help me leave this hole, doesn't he? That son of a bitch! I'll take the money and I'll kill him too. I don't know what I want, but I hate this place and I hate these people. It all used to be so simple. Why did they change? Why can't they see my pain? Do they? Look at my mother. All she cares for is a patch of bare dirt where nothing green will ever grow to feed us. My father, a trading business that he'll never own, risking his neck every day against wastelanders and cutthroat merchants. And I'm supposed to be part of those dreams? What about my dreams, stranger? What about me? It's all me, isn't it? The pain, the anger, my joy. All of that's just me. I should have met you before, stranger. Thank you.
Alice left, didn't she? I can't believe you let her go. Some help you've been. Yes, I suppose you're right. Please, accept half of our reserve. We'll manage, somehow, as we've always done. We do need it, stranger. Still, I wish there was something we could give you in return. If you see Alice again, please, tell her we won't hold it against her. Tell Alice that we love her.
This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. More story for you. A big congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered
What is it? Yeah, they were here a while ago. Gave them all I could, which wasn't much. But as many problems as we're having here, I know they've got it worse. I've seen soldiers get assigned there. It's like they got told they were gonna die. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. If you're trying to track them down, we put a GPS marker in the supply crate. You can track it with your Pip-Boy. Good luck. Later.
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? It's just about time to get you some news. Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. Also, traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. Stick around, we've got some great songs coming up for you.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet just as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine, don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast, mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight, 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 fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. To the town of our Brea rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive and maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning it was time. It was 20 past 11 when all mine. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger had enough. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round.
They got what they had coming. Well, we were the ones to deliver it.
When he tried to big iron. The big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Had enough?
Whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream. Swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go and take it slow?
Pisses me off that Legion slavers can just operate on NCR turf like that. If we hadn't caught up to them, they probably have a clear path to the river. No one to stop them. There should be patrols, checkpoints. We got greedy, overstretched. Now our own territory is insecure. I don't see what this helps. She's dead. All right. I tracked her down. Southeast, near the river. They were selling her. Saw it through my scope. Whole place swarming with Legion, hundreds of them, bidding for things no man has a right to. I just had my rifle with me. Just me against all of them. So I took the shot. Yeah. What they do to women, that's worse than death. There was no choice in what I did. It was more like being forced to watch something you can't stop. All this was only ever gonna play out one way. It still is. I don't have any say. All I can do is wait for it to be done with me. It was gonna be something. If I'd never met Carla, it would have been something else. I should have never gotten close to her. I've got bad things coming to me. You better keep your distance too. Because fair is fair. No. Sorry.
Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong. Got some songs coming up for you right now. At least one is probably about love.
It's a sin to have a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were spoken. I love you. Yes, I if you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell
Be sure it's true when you say I love you. Oh, you got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. A whole lot of folks done been broke. Just over a whole lot of foolish words that's been spoken.
I love you. Yes, I do. I love. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin.
Take him out.
just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon. Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we got a chance. I didn't expect someone as famous as you here. What can I do for you? Things are still pretty damn rough, but we're keeping it together. I take it my men weren't dead. It's a high price to pay, but these supplies will save a few lives here. Thanks for finding these. You should check in with the Major. I want to know about this. Sounds like we're running prim now. I'd still rather take my leave at the Strip.
This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. We've got some news for you coming right up. A big congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Go. Go get them, guys. In addition, witnesses report a huge object or creature surfacing in Lake Mead. So far, photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and underexposed. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your...
I didn't expect someone as famous as you to be here. Please tell me you're here to help. I heard. The extra supplies will help for a short time, but that only solves one of our problems. With all the Legion raids lately, we're running low on troops that can still fight. Some are injured, but even more are dead. I want you to check in with Dr. Richards and see if he needs any help getting our troops back on the front line.
Whoa!
Hey! All right. Teach you to mess with me.
Smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine. Don't say no, 'cause I insist.
Hey, I'm always a sucker for a pretty face. What can I do for you, my fine dear?
So on guard.
With business booming like it is, and considering I'm the only person with medical experience in the camp, I could perhaps use a hand. Do you have any medical experience? Excellent. As you can see, we have a lot of injured troopers here, and I haven't had time to look at all of them yet. Since you have some medical experience, I'd like you to examine them and see what you can do to treat them.
Fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. Stars of the midnight ranges, shining through the night. Stars of the midnight ranges, light my way tonight. While my herd is grazing, guide them till the
Oh, what are you doing? I'm not sneaking. I'm just stretching my leg. Look at the big hero. My problem? We're out of food, we're out of men today. So why don't you just... You kidding? Everyone is either starving or dying. I'd rather be in...
I think it just got a little bit hotter in here. Is there something I can do for you? Excellent job. Where'd you learn to do all that? I don't think I could have done much better myself. Very impressive. As for the men, they'll recover soon and be back on the front lines in no time. Huh, the circle of life. I'll send word to Major Politely about your work here. Once again, you have my sincerest thanks. Sounds like a running prim now. I'd still rather take my... We're kind of busy around here for social calls, so if you're not here to help out, just stay out of my way. Dr. Richard said you did a good job in there. That's mighty high praise coming from him. With the help you've given us, we're doing a little bit better, but we still have the Legion forces at Nelson to deal with. If we can retake Nelson, that will be a huge help to our efforts in this area and give us an advantage at Hoover Dam. Reports have the Legion forces at Nelson sizable, but not insurmountable. Not really, but we don't have much choice. If you help out more around camp, I could spare some additional men for the battle. Excellent. Killing the Legion commanders in Nelson will severely cripple the Legion forces and allow us to take back the city. Meet up with Sergeant Cooper just outside Nelson. He will assist you in reclaiming Nelson.
We're getting close to Nelson. Any closer, I'm shooting any legionary I see. Hope that's not a problem.
Damn right. You and I, we're just a couple of problem solvers.
Hello. I've heard of you. Glad to have you. We don't have many troops, so we can only attack from one direction. East it is. Reports also say they might have some NCR hostages. Our main target is the Legion leader at Nelson. Intel has the commander as one Dead Sea. Let's... Hello.
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. All the latest news coming your way right now. The death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. In other news, merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prem, the other New Vegas. This next song is just magical. I hope you enjoy it.
Contact! Whoa!
Mercy killing is expected of NCR snipers. The Legion likes to torture their prisoners within sight of NCR positions. We get called on to end it. I've had my share. Some of them, you think. Maybe you could have gotten them out. Maybe it's not the Legion that got them killed. Maybe it's your orders and you following them. There was a miscommunication.
Make me forget
Yeah, well, that's how they wrote it up in the report. We did what we were there to do. A lot of people got killed. That's war. Maybe looking back, you do things differently. But that's not how it works. In the field, you hesitate, you or someone you care about will die. They teach that from day one. You don't come out of a tour of duty without regrets. It's best just not to think about it. Life has a way of punishing you for the mistakes you make. Big enough mistake, punishment can take a while. Mine's not over. A murderer who does good deeds is still a murderer, and he'll still get his judgment. I left the NCR when my tour was up, had enough of war, and decided I was going to start over. None of it made a difference in the end. Because I'm still alive. Yeah, always, even when I sleep. I don't think so. It won't change anything, and that's a memory I don't want refreshed.
Love me as though there were no
Yeah.
tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go. How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. Just like the
Hey,
fella said.
I thought some more about what you said. I think maybe you're right. Maybe I should go to Bitter Springs. I don't know what I'm hoping to find there. Nothing. Dream. Just tired of thinking about it. I hope this isn't a mistake. Yeah. Hello.
Back already? What do you need? The initial reports have come back already. Excellent work. This will buy us a lot of breathing room to get back on our feet here. Now we can actually try to strengthen our forces along the river and prepare for the upcoming battle at Hoover Dam. You have my thanks. We owe you a lot. I'll be honest. The Legion has me worried here, but I think I can spare some soldiers. Consider your request granted. I can spare a few moments. Make it quick. Not good. We still haven't gotten any support from the rest of the NCR, and the Legion is kicking our ass right now. It's no picnic, I'll tell you that much. My troops are out here every day dying for the NCR, but they've left us out to dry. We have no men or supplies, and we're stretched too thin trying to guard the entire river. If the brass back home could get their heads out of their asses long enough to send support, we could turn this all around.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. Here are our top stories. Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. In addition, according to a new report, violent crime is on a sharp decline in New Vegas. The report credits the decline of the population of fiends in the area. In possibly related news, local chem dealers report an overall decrease in their standard of living. More news for you at the top of the hour. Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have, but you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
This is the place. We got sent from Camp Gulf looking for some cons who'd been making trouble with one of our settlements. I guess one of the settlers was connected because we sent everything we had. We figured this was a gang hideout, but they'd led us to their home. There's a ridge called Coyote Tail on the south side. That's where we set up.
First recon's...
You're back. Any... Thanks to your help, I think Bitter Springs has a real shot at surviving. I can't offer much of a reward, but know that the NCR is very grateful. That's very generous of you. I appreciate it.
Can't forlorn hope. Now we got a chance to hold it.
It's a sin to tell alone. Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey. 'Cause you got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. Whole lot of folks' heart is done been broken.
Canyon 37. That's what the NCR calls the pass down there. It was the Khan's only escape, so we set up here to guard it while the main force attacked from the front. Standing orders were to shoot on sight. Main force got spotted too soon. We heard shooting. Then Khan started coming through Canyon 37 in bunches. It was all wrong, though. Women, kids, elderly, wounded started coming through, too. We radioed to confirm our orders, but command didn't get what we were seeing. They told us to shoot till we were out of ammo, so that's what we did. Yeah, well, I'm not a soldier anymore. Those rules don't seem like much of an excuse now. Anyway, I don't know why we're here. Thought maybe it'd help me see things better. I'd like to stay here for the night. Think some things over. All right. We won't stay for long.
Shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Also, Prem formally sworn a new sheriff today. RNV reporters were on hand to hear the new sheriff address the crowd.
Something's wrong. Got a group coming our way. Looks like a Legion raiding party. It's big. Might be too big, even for us. If you want out, I won't blame you, but I'm gonna stay. See if I can hold them off. Easy target for grabbing slaves. Bunch of refugees, just a few soldiers defending it. I don't think they're here for us. Too bad. Would have made me feel good about myself. If only it was this easy all the time. Tell the truth, I think this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Legion's enemy. Retribution.
This is useless.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. More news for you. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Also in the headlines, tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name
Take him out.
is Johnny Guitar.
You're mine.
Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny. Johnny Guitar, why don't you go? But if you stay,
Legion's enemy. Reprise.
like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
We made it through after all. Not sure what to make of that. I don't mean disrespect. It's a hell of a thing having someone with your ability looking out for me. But I've come to believe there are things nobody can stop. I thought for sure that's what we'd finally come up against today. It would have made sense for things to end here. But now, I'm still waiting.
NCR officials are asking for donations. In other news, several...
God damn it. It's like I'm being toyed with. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about all this. I guess they brought us here. One less Legion raiding party running loose now. Never a bad thing, you can take my word for that. Still feels like I'm living on borrowed time. But I don't see any reason not to take a lot more of those sons of bitches with me. You got a point. There's still some things I can do before all this is over. Yeah.
Irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me. You can bet just as sure as you live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine. Don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast, mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight, 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 fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Oh, attention. Welcome, sir or ma'am.
Fine by me. Hey, I want to thank you for bringing me to Bitter Springs. Things seem clearer now. If that's what you think. Alright. Guess I'll be around Novak for a while longer until I figure out what I want.
Heartache number 3 was when you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With hopeful heart I waited for you, but you must have lost your way. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love, see, stay, I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't pay. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
Mr. New Vegas reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that's
What's up? Back in your good graces again? I know you'd see the light.
for hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk. But
Welcome back, friend.
low visibility. One more story for you. Listeners have
Sure.
been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black
You'll need...
recently. Most are calling this
Great.
quote
Excellent. As a representative of the followers, Also, before I forget, here's a key
More music just ahead.
To the town of Aprile rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper, whisper, slip, and he's here to do some business with the In his town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men
submit to a credit check.
He was vicious and a killer.
Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Here we go.
Now the stranger started talking, made it plain what should I do? Was in Arizona. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed, Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried for forward day.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas. Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner. Well now, it was Mr. House that made Securitrons like me. Seems the least I can do is pass on his message. Don't dawdle. He'll be waiting.
That's it. Keep moving.
This trip's not a bad place if you love terrible things.
Last 5 shots were a bad idea.
I'll never understand the
Going to have word with your commanding officer after this.
Why do they call it a monorail? It's a train.
Hey there, friend. A bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection. Lucky for you, I got what you need. My stock and trade? All kinds of easy-to-hide weapons for slipping into and out of casinos. They won't give you a second glance. Things guards can't spot when they're patting you down or checking for iron at your hip. You might. One fella I knew was able to slip a pistol past the guards. You? I'm guessing you could get a machine gun by them. Simple. You can't bring guns into the casino, that's why. They'll strip you to your fists. Sure, they say you get it all back when you leave. Me? I don't like being without a little insurance when it's my caps on the table. Take...
Train. We're leaving already?
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside. Come back soon now.